Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaylee and I recently embarked on this fitness journey towards a healthier lifestyle. I just started making a lot of changes a few weeks ago, probably the beginning to the middle of January, and I lost roughly 6 pounds within the first 2 to 3 weeks. So for me, I feel like that's a really good pace. As of now, it is my goal to lose roughly 2 pounds per week. And I think that's healthy, I think that's manageable, and so far I've been relatively on track. My goal is to lose roughly 70 pounds, so hopefully you can join me on this journey. Without further ado, I will just jump into this past week. I managed to eat roughly 1,700 calories a day every day this week, with the exception of Friday and Saturday. So Friday, I didn't log any of my food intake, and so I genuinely have no idea how much I ate, but I can pretty much guarantee it was over 1,700 calories. I was baking a lot that day for a party with some friends that I ended up having on Saturday, and so I ended up eating a few of the cake pops and cupcakes and cookies as I was baking them, and that's kind of why I didn't want to log what I was eating. I honestly just didn't want to be held accountable for it, so I didn't log anything. So that was my Friday. And then Saturday was when we actually had the party, and so I had, a couple bowls full of popcorn and a few chocolate covered strawberries, but I didn't really go overboard with the sweets on that day. And I do think I managed to log pretty much everything I was eating, but I do think it was over the 1,700 calories. Other than that, I ate pretty well last week and I felt really good. So as far as exercising goes, I really did a good job of doing the Stairmaster 30 minutes every day, and I tried to push myself as much as I could. I think I capped out at between a level 8 and level 9. I didn't reach level 9 every day. I think I only did it once, but I was really proud of the fact that I did it and I maintained it for over a minute. I know it doesn't sound like much, but it's the small victories, and I'm trying to learn to celebrate those small gains. The fact that the very first day I started, a level 6 was killer, and now I was able to push myself to a level 9. That's something to celebrate. So yeah, other than that, I maintain roughly between a 6 and 8 for the entirety of the 30 minutes, and that's awesome. I'm so proud of myself for being able to do that. And then after I got off the Stairmaster each day, I did 30 minutes on the treadmill, and I really tried to run for a mile and then fill in the rest of the time with walking at an incline. But some days I just felt really defeated, and I couldn't run the full mile, and that was really discouraging. So I really tried to push myself mentally just to get over the hump and just do it anyways. But I think there was 1 or 2 days where I didn't run the full mile, and I just ended up walking it with an incline and added it to the second part of the workout that I was going to do anyways. So that's what I have been doing. However, I am canceling my gym membership this week with that gym that I've been going to, which is the closest one to where I live. And I actually already signed up for a different gym that is a little bit further away, but one of my friends actually goes there too, and it has a rock wall, which I'm really excited about. So hopefully I can go rock climbing more often, and incorporate that into my workouts. Definitely not every day, that is not manageable at all, but maybe once, twice a week. Something like that. But since that gym is a little bit further away, it's about 1.5 miles away from my house, I don't know if it's super practical for me to go every single day aside from Sundays. So I'm reevaluating how I intend to work out and what that schedule is gonna look like moving forward. So the start of this week, I weighed in at 206. And this was a little discouraging because a few days prior to this, I had weighed in at 205. So it was a 1 pound increase from before, but that's to be expected because the days in between the 2 weigh-ins, I actually hadn't gone to the gym, and I was still keeping a close eye on my calorie intake, but I didn't go to the gym. And so it is what it is. This morning I weighed myself and I am 204 even. So that's a 2 pound loss, which I'm really proud about. I mean, that is exactly my goal. I was really hoping, honestly, just mentally, I was really hoping to see a little bit higher of a number, but my goal is 2 every week. I think that is perfectly healthy a steady pace is reasonable to maintain. So I'm really pleased that I met my goal. So there's that huge victory. So then as far as measurements go, I started out the week at 47.5 inches around my hips, 45 at my lower tummy, which is like my little gut area, 36 at my waist, and 42 at my bust. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure myself now. So my hips are, and I measure at the largest point across my booty, if that makes sense, 47. So I lost half an inch around my hips, my lower tummy, and again, I try to measure right across the largest portion of my gut right here, 44 inches. So that's another inch. So far I'm down an inch and a half total. I will take it. That's exciting. And then my waist. So the smallest portion of my waist is still 36 inches. So I didn't lose anything around there. And my bust. I don't think I lost anything up here, but let's see. Yeah. Definitely still 42. So that's my measurement progress so far. So to recap total from the very beginning, I started out at 112 pounds when we first came back from Christmas break. So I'm total down 8 pounds and a few ounces, whatever that comes out to. I don't remember what my ounce starting weight was. But yeah, so that's a huge victory. And then my measurements when we started, my hips were 48 inches. They're 47 now. So I'm down a full inch around my hips. My lower tummy was 35 and it's now 34 or 45. It was 45 and now it is 44. So I am down 1 inch around my tummy. My waist was 38, so I'm 2 inches around my waist, and my bust was 44. I am so excited to start seeing a difference in my body. Honestly, I can't visually see it when I look in the mirror or when I look back on photos. Not enough has changed yet. But to know that there is progress happening, the numbers are showing it, is just so exciting and so encouraging. And so I really hope that if any of you are on this journey as well, if you're trying to create a healthier lifestyle for yourself, I just want to encourage you that you are killing it and don't lose hope. You've got this. But anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel and following me along on the rest of my journey. I am down 8 pounds, but I still have 62 plus pounds to go. So I will hope to see you next week. Bye.